These are the wrongest people to fight. Covenant. Do you see, like, I have people I've regarded as covenant brothers. If they hurt me or they do something like that, I never ever take it to heart. I never ever fight back. I never ever even discuss it in the open. You will never hear me say it. I will swallow it. I will take it. I will forgive. I will never fight them. The same thing with my own blood brothers. My wife can bear you witness. Do not fight. Do you see? That's why the Bible said there are some people who don't discern this thing, and they now come to share communion with that person, and in sharing communion they eat to themselves sickness and death. They don't discern the body, that we are connected by blood, we are connected by covenant. Don't fight your father. Don't fight your brothers. Don't fight your sons. These are people that have covenant connection with you. If you fight your father, you will not live long. You will cut short your destiny. If you fight your sons, you will bring dishonor to yourself, because sons are the honors of the fathers. That's why I can't start fighting any of you. If you do anything, I will rebuke and leave you. Fight you for what concerns me? As a matter of fact, the father, his weapon is in his mouth. Doesn't need to come and fight you. They are now separating fight between me and Isaiah in church. Pastor, because goes. So after that, how will you feel? Won't you feel ashamed? Am I correct? Because I went to fight him. I will stay where I am and release one word. It will follow him for 100 years. That's the way fathers fight. Did you see that God left the throne and he's fighting Satan? He carried Satan on the leg and threw Satan on the ground, and he was on the throne and Satan was falling. And when he will be flushed from the second heaven, God will still not move. He will still be on the throne. He will send Paul. He will come put that guy down. When he was even cast into the bottomless pit, God did not move from the throne. It was one angel that doesn't have a name that came out with one hand and collected him, and used the other one and bound him and threw him down. God has never fought Satan. In fact, Satan, he says, bros, what happened now? I've not seen you for some time. Where have you been? Imagine that kind of person. Just imagine it. Where have you been? He said, I've been around, Now I don't have a base now. So what's your still worship like? What have you found? He's talking to him. If it's you, will you make that mistake to talk? You have ended. You and Satan can never talk again. God is too big. He's high and lifted up. He can't descend so low to be beefing who? Why is still at the judgment system of God is still acting on you? He's asking, how are you doing? He's not going to. Satan is going to hell, lake of fire, not just hell, lake of fire, including hell is joining him there. It didn't concern God. In fact, Jesus showed up. Some of the demons that were occupying certain territory in the body of him say, Jesus, we ask God to stop you, not to destroy us before our time. They appeal to God. Never find covenant, never fight blood. You will not be innocent doing so. That's what it means, that you can't lift your hands against the God's anointed and be innocent. No matter the reason. Yeah, Lord, he blew me first. Lord, he said this against me. If you hear anybody saying anything, don't attack the person. Even if I see maybe somebody attacked me on social media and you now went to attack the person back, even if I see it, I will say, no, remove it. don't do like that. If he's a Christian, if he's another minister, but if he's an unbeliever, if he's a witch or a wizard, then we can teach the person a lesson. But assuming one another pastor, a new pastor is criticizing me, maybe he doesn't believe in what I have done or what I'm doing, and you go to say you are defending me. No, we don't play like that. If you have his number, you can call him personally and say, sir, why are you talking like this about our pastor? So I don't think you should do that. He's accepted. But to go online, where we also have men from Gaza, the Philistines, and start fighting, it has become foolish. I can't come here and I say, can you imagine Christ Embassy did this, Winner Chapel did this? That's a very terrible sin. How will I do that? Attacking a call. The man that he has given the call, or the people operating, may make mistake. The call is still the call. Attacking a whole system. People are not afraid. You judge a man of God, you judge the call of God. So, number one thing you know about the fool, another thing you know about the wizard, they use their own hands to destroy the house. All these women that are cheating, married women cheating, they are foolish. All these married men cheating, they are foolish. All these married men beating their own wife. Do you know what the Bible, Paul said? Paul said they are beating. You see the way Jesus honors the church. All right, the church is not perfect, but he's paying the price to present the church to himself, a bride without spot and wrinkle and blemishness. Right? He said that's how the man is supposed to also sacrifice. If it requires the man to die, for the woman to be the kind of woman that is pleasing to him. That's what Jesus did. A lot of people that are married don't know the requirement of marriage on the man. Many people want to have my kind of marriage. It's not easy. Those early days, I will be angry coming to church this morning. It's must every Sunday morning. I'll be complaining. I don't like going to church late. I will be complaining. My spirit will be soiled. But I have to deal with that and grow past that level again. Because at the end, it's not God that is taking the glory, it's Satan that is accessing that door and he's spoiling things. You have to deal with them, Bible said, with knowledge. That means anybody who is not knowledgeable is not qualified to marry. Because how you deal with the weaker sex is according to knowledge, is wisdom. Otherwise, Satan will make a mess of you. When I mean a mess, when you finish raking your life, you ask yourself, you will cause marriage, you will cause everything that look like it, and yet God has no problem with marriage. There are people that use their own hands to destroy their homes, and when you see them talking, imagine that there's a way a woman is talking to her husband, you know that this one is a fool. It's a foolish woman. She's going to, this marriage is, she's using her own hand to tear the marriage down. Meanwhile, the wise ones are supposed to build it up. Isn't it funny that Satan never have access into your home, into your house, except you gave him a space? Neither give place to the devil. So that means anytime you see Satan destroying a home or a house, a fool gave him access. Somebody played the fool and allowed him in. The reason why witchcraft is very terrible, is a very terrible thing, is because most times the oppression is not without an insider. That's why it's like one of the most deadliest demonic onslaught you will ever deal with. Every other thing, attack that will come, they will route their way through the oppression of witchcraft. And 90% of the times, why it is that strong is because they will find an insider. In many families, you have a witch. Almost all the family here, you have a witch there. Who is granting the enemy access? It may not be like that now in your immediate family. I mean, in your expanded family. That's why witchcraft is a very devilly thing. I don't know how to talk about it. And if that one dies, they will look for another person. And you have to understand that sometimes the way the witchcraft comes, it doesn't just come like someone that is possessed. A manipulator is a witch. Somebody who is manipulating people for his own gain. Somebody who doesn't want other people to be higher than him. Whether he's now using magic power or he's using any other, human power, whatever he's using, that is not the power of the Spirit of God. Is a witch. So you can bear with me that every family have one such person. And if the person, after some time, if nothing is done, the person cannot graduate, a spirit cannot possess the person. I have experience recently, and it played out very well how people graduate from, this is they call rebelliousness, and this they call wizard and witches and wizard and demonic influences and control. And I just saw how it works. I'm even more scared about people now, including scared about you. It's true. Anybody, even about myself, anybody can journey that path. Because, for instance, there are some men of God now, well celebrated, honored, genuine. But today as we are talking, even you are a small person in the Christianity, that no, this man is not here. And you ask yourself, how can he not see it? Question: how did such a giant travel this path? And I used to wonder. I just saw an event that happened recently. My eyes. Even now, I'm still wondering. So this is possible. I've even become more scared of men. I think I like the way I am. People say your problem is you don't relate. You should have been international now. You should have been all over the world. You don't relate. Let me be in the village and return who I am. But we'll go abroad, leave that one. But what I'm saying is, if I have to choose between one and the other, Jesus really knew what men were like and is like. He did not commit himself to them. Men are terrible. The most beautiful creatures that God made, and the most ugly creatures that God made. All the wickedness that is on the earth is through all the beauty that is on the earth. Man will determine your rise and your fall. Sorry, let's move on. Okay, so the foolish, him by the much trouble. So how does somebody sell a land and give his son to go and do business? You will get some wine. Oh, fool. You saw how your father cried, wept, and said, take this one, it's 2 million. This is the only land we have. Travel, do something with it. And when you get there, you are buying canvas, buy 50-cent t-shirt with chain, and you're like, money they gave you from land, sold land. Some people, they are in school, their mother is weaving hair, her neck is bent from 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock, 700 naira, 115, collecting the money so that the person will not be hungry in school. Go and see where from Ibadan, we went for missions. The hotel where we stayed, I don't know, is a chalet. And I only knew that they were singing. We couldn't hear anything. It was in the morning. Kiwila was telling me that he looked through the window, and Pastor Emeka said, "If it's people's children that came to school, some of them, their parents can't feed 3 square meal. They send them to school. Look at what they are doing all night, naked and thinking they are doing enjoyment." So what they don't know is that they are destroying their home. They are bringing trouble. If that girl catches HIV now and dies, the mother's heart is broken. If she gets pregnant, gets raped, get what, the parents will be involved. A wise person in his actions considers the impact of it on his family. Considers it. Have you noticed nowadays, sometimes when a young boy is driving a vehicle, they will say, "No, because no be wine." Do you hear something like that? It's because that he's not yet married, so he's not thinking. There's no family he's carrying. What of his own people that gave birth to him? You must consider the consequences of your actions on your family before you take them. That's the point we're trying to make. Fools don't consider it. Let's look at the next. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 16. Zoe, 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 Zoe. Zoe, Zoe. Verse 16 said, "A fool's wrath is presently what? Known. But a prudent man covereth what? Shame." Look at verse 23. "A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but a heart of fools proclaim foolishness." Have you heard some people they say that like they shoot mad gun is a fool? A fool exposes his plans, what he wants to do. Do you understand? There is a person that what he will do is in his heart. Do you see Absalom? Absalom we even do as if he's no longer angry. Return home and integrate back into the family, and everybody think that he has forgotten. In fact, he will even say he's doing a feast. He even say, "Daddy, if you can't come, let all my brothers and Ammon, let them all come, let's rejoice." But there is evil in his heart. But there are many Christians that are fools. They are the ones that will say, "I will deal with you, I will deal with you," and they will go and make all kinds of boasts. And then when they go home, they will drink pap with moi moi, and then they will sleep. This is somebody that have gone to draw the battle line outside. The other person is thinking that now he has even started shooting, but he didn't know that these ones are worst. The ones that just make toothless bulldogs, that just, you see dogs. You see the reason why snake is very dangerous. The Bible said that the serpent is the most subtle creature that God created. Part of what makes serpents so dangerous, among other things, we are going to study, when we finish, we are going to study serpent in our next morning trainings. You will be shocked what you will find out. Why Jesus said, "Be as wise as a serpent." You will be shocked. You see that serpent bites without what? Enchantment. It doesn't need, "Hey, rise, jog." Serpent can enter here and stay here for 1 year, and we are doing our service, it will be here, and the day it wants to come out, it will go out. It can enter unannounced and leave unannounced. Not a fool. And not a fool. A fool, why you still last time say, I'm coming here, I'm coming here, I'm coming here, I'm coming here. Do you see that a dog, even though it's a security dog, you kept the dog, a thief enters. If the dog has sense enough, it will be quiet. Gonna attack the dog will hear the sound of the thief across the main road. It will announce, I'm here. Who goes here? The person already knows there is a dog there, not a serpent. A serpent will move very slicky and hide and put the head like this, waiting for you. So you see why serpent is wisdom is accredited to serpent. It doesn't announce its presence. It doesn't announce its intention. It only gives you result. Before somebody knows, what happened? And it will leave that place fast. If you don't look well, it has gone. It is not announcing that I will bite you from you are in Nobi. It's announcing I will bite you from Newi. If you come, I will bite you. Sometimes even something happening in another house is responding. Nobody invited the dog. And do you know the funny thing? Why is responding? Another dog that doesn't know why this one is barking in another house will start taking another one that is somewhere else that they didn't call say everybody is saying on what is going on here. These are the ways of a fool. No venom, no action, noise. I will kill you, I will deal with you, I will show you. And sometimes the person will even say things he doesn't plan to do. Do you understand? And this person is taking record. Wow. So this girl is this dangerous. I'll be now careful. I will now, if I want to plant 2 degrees, I'll plant 10 degrees for her. Before, if Calabar want to go now, I'll go to Ogun State. I didn't know that she's. Do you see it? Even if you plan to do something, let the person see the action. Let me tell you a story that will show it. They said that an eagle sent the son to go and get food, and the son went piam and took. Do you know that the Bible said that a fool, as long as he keeps quiet, it will take him to be wise? We know we are having a meeting. There is a fool in our midst, but he was told to keep quiet, don't say anything, so he's quiet. We'll be looking at him and say, this guy might hear too much. Maybe this thing we are saying has not risen to his level. Sir, do you have anything to say? Just go on. Now I say, Onya Cambridge. Now he now opens his mouth to talk. He exposes himself. Go and arrest, go and bring food. The eagle went, and the food that he saw was the dog with the kids walking. He went and collected one. The dog looked at it. I was going, you know how it goes. And the eagle carried the food and landed. The mother said, you came fast. When you collected this food, what did the mother do? He said he didn't talk. He's just walking like this. Do you get my point? The mother said, return it. We can't deal with him. These kind of people are dangerous. We can't return the child now. The son carried the baby dog and came and dropped. The mother dog is still doing like this. He now went and carried baby fowl chicken. The chicken said, quack, 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 quack. Do you know the way chicken used to do when they carry the fowl used to do when they carry? He will cry, ooh, ooh, ooh. Every other chicken will be joining the crying and everything. And when he arrived, he said, what did the mother of this one do? He said, he flew up and followed me and fell down. He said, he has done everything he would do. Leave him. Let's eat. There is a law called the iceberg law. The iceberg, the strength of the iceberg is buried 90% unseen. You'll be seeing just a tip above the sea level, and you would think that, oh, it's an eye, it's one small ice, I'll just use my leg and crush it. You don't know that that is a pillar. You know what crashed Titanic? It was an iceberg. That means if you always let all your plans out, you tell people, no, there is no part of your life that is hidden. Everybody knows everything about you. You want to japa. You have not even started writing preliminary exam. You have announced to the family that, you see, I'm making plans to leave Nigeria. You are very wise. Okay. Chapter 14, verse 3 says, in the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. If you look at chapter 18, verse 6, it says, a fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. Have you seen these ones that the moment they speak, the only thing that lands on their back is cane? Their mouth brings them problems. They don't know how to talk. Why did you come to work late? The normal thing to answer is, sorry, it rained, right? Am I correct? Your boss knew that it rained. He's living in Newi. He knows you don't have a car. Sorry, sir, the rain couldn't allow me yesterday before I could. I'm sorry. Then a fool will say, do you see it now? Some people call it arrogant, but that thing you call arrogant is, like I said, that you call wickedness is also foolishness. So a man and he thinks he's answering well. I even have to correct some people here. You don't tell your boss, Sam, I'm going home. You say, sir, can I go? You see, so a fool may have good intention. Being a fool it doesn't mean that you don't have. A fool does not know how to get to where he's going. It's not that he doesn't have a vision. Fools have visions. They are not necessarily bad people, but they don't know why relationship is not working. They will break this one will break. They enter another relationship. They don't know. Everybody, everywhere I go, they hate me. It's not that they hate you. You don't know how to talk. There is a problem. Your mouth is circumcision. Go and yield your mouth. Anytime she opens her mouth, anytime he opens his mouth, what he gets is cane. Just imagine, strokes. And the Bible says, by your words you are justified. By your words you are freed. You are condemned. So imagine a fool who doesn't know how to speak. A fool makes commitment he cannot keep. We are planning a picnic. We need a venue in Omunze. A fool will say, I know somewhere my friend even told me about. Don't worry, you people give me tomorrow. I will go there. In fact, I will even make payment. You think you are dealing with somebody, you are dealing with a fool. She doesn't know anything about that thing she's making commitment to. They never keep their words. They make bogus commitments because they don't come. This person that is saying I will go there tomorrow is a student, a worker, a wife of somebody, and a mother of children. Like, she will not consider her routine and her activities. She makes commitment. So she has broken commitments here, broken commitments here, broken commitments here. What does it bring? Bulala. This person I'm describing, most of you can know that they live in our communities. There are people that the moment they open their mouth, what start is contention. Am I correct? Don't you know, if you go to for a burial and see one woman fighting another woman, that she must be part of the woman. If you come to church and see argument, why are you the one always arguing? It's because her mouth is not good. Every man, she may even have the same point that one is trying to, but the way she will present it will make her an opposition. The fool. So when you see anybody that the moment she opens her mouth, contention, fight will start, punishment will come, disgrace will come, and shame, that person is a fool. There is a way to speak, and words are seasoned. Even my mother used to say that a soft word makes an angry heart to calm down. You have borrowed money from someone. Now you are trying to raise the money, but you are not able to raise it. You are genuine, you are sincere, you want to pay back, and the person calls you and said, this is not fair. You told me you were going to pay money in 1 month time. It's already past 1 month, and anytime I call you are telling me story. A wise person will say, I'm sorry, I'm doing everything. In fact, if you want proofs, look at this to show you that I'm trying. Please just give me more time. A fool will say, do you know what I'm doing to get you your money, and you are not, you should be. Do you understand? They are trying. It's not as if he doesn't want to pay the money, and it's not as if he's not doing something. But you see, the moment he will talk, the person will say, is that what you are saying? Is that what? Okay, so it has come to paying back. Now you have mouth. Okay, no problem. Go to police and settle it. Do you see it? And he himself doesn't know what he has said wrong. The funny thing is that most times they don't even know what they said wrong. I have a pastor somewhere. He came to his church to preach. One of his keyboardists, I couldn't find him. I said, what of this guy that plays keyboard? He said, the guy stopped coming. I said, why? He said that the guy's commitment like this, like that. I said, but it couldn't be managed. He said the thing is that the guy came to borrow money from the church. He told him that they won't borrow for him, that his commitment is not strong. And the guy said, so all these years I've stayed with you, I'm not committed enough. Okay, let me go to where they will value my commitment. I said, you're a fool. Yes, I told him. I said, you're a fool. I said, even if you have judged him, his commitment is not, you shouldn't have told him that you're not. The reason why, because that's this thing you have told him now, he has gone to spread it across the church. Can you imagine? Even church members are surprised that you told him that. It's not, doesn't mean that you are afraid of him. Just tell him that. And you are telling me now that the issue is that the church doesn't even have money to give him. So why did you not choose to give him the other reason? Do you understand? So even if he was committed, the church still does not have money to give him. How many of you are getting my point? But you said, okay, maybe if he was committed, if he was consistent, if he was this, maybe you could have rallied round. But so now, why not leave that matter for another day? This guy has come to borrow money. You tell the guy, I'm sorry. You see, this is like the finance of the church. We can't do it now. Please pray for him to go and get it. The Lord bless you and make a way for you to get the money. Why would you tell him that? And in actual sense, you don't even have the money to give him, but you told him that he is not committed. You don't see him as a member of the church. Meanwhile, he plays for you every morning. You say you pay him to his own salary, so there is no indebtedness. Fine and good. Why did you say that? That guy is I'm sure tomorrow that guy is holding it against him. Finally, one more. We will continue next week. Everybody that speaks boastfully, proudly, is a fool. Boastfully. Chapter 14, verse 9. A fool make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. A fool make what? Have you seen people that sin? The iniquity is taking place. They are making joke with it. Did you see Bible calls say they sit in the seat of scoffers? You know, they may not commit the sin, but they take pleasure in them that do it. They may not commit the sin, but when they see it committed, they will laugh. So can you imagine what this person and this person were doing? They are laughing over it. They are mocking over it. Something that's supposed to bring pain and burden in their own heart. I told you a story of a man that was traveling. He's an evangelist, was an evangelist, and saw young men and women, misbehaving. I don't know whether they were kissing or doing anything like that. The burden of what they were doing came on him. He bent down and put his head in between his legs, out of the burden of how can people be living like this. And he prayed for their salvation. Before he will raise his head, 32 hours have gone. Another person sees that as look what this boy or this guy is doing. He's laughing. Politicians are stealing the national money. People are suffering. Some people are making joke of it. Do you see there are even the worst case scenario, people that make money out of sin and make money out of other people's pain? Accident happens now. People's life are suspended between the living and the dead. Somebody is trying to make a post online out of that, not because it's going to add value to the incident, it's going to give him advantage. It's videoing. The things that touches God's heart and touches the heart of men, that hurt men, other of it, laugh over it, make mockery of it. Never you be there where you cannot discern that this is a serious matter. We don't make play. There are things you don't play with. You don't play with sin, because Jesus died for sin. So you don't see somebody committing sin. Okay, even if you don't want to preach to that person, you don't want to intercede, you don't want to correct the person, no problem. Go your way. Don't make fun of it. There is nothing fun in sin. For a believer to showcase it or to make it is only somebody that lack discernment and understand and wisdom. You see a brother, a sister is cohabiting in church, and you are laughing with it in your room. You are a fool. The moment you found out that this sister is cohabiting with this brother, you're supposed to be grieved. Paul said that this thing he's ashamed that such a thing is even mentioned in your midst, and then none of you is even bothered. You know what Paul said? He said that one that is doing such a thing, he said, cast him over, give him away to Satan. Let Satan buffet his body. Let him be taught a lesson that his soul may be saved in the day of the Lord. You can't make that mistake. You knew some sisters or brothers are involved in some kind of sin. All you do is that people gist about it behind and laugh and mock. Say, if you Pastor Maker has given microphone, hey, don't worry, all what we are seeing in the church. Microphone. Church, now I'm even tired. You are laughing over it. Iniquity sitting on the altar, you are laughing over it. Laughing over it. And funny enough, sometimes the pastor doesn't even. There are serious things, and serious things should be taken serious. Don't be a party. Don't be a party. You notice that when Saul died, David said, don't tell it in Gaza. Don't make fun of it. Don't laugh over it. Don't even allow the daughters of Philistines to hear it. Hide it. There are certain things that you see going on. You will be so grieved. Do you know, for instance, this issue of fornication? I'm closing now. Paul said that it is so terrible that if you find a brother doing fornication, who is involved in fornication, he said to such a one, don't even eat with. He said, I'm not talking about the unbelieving of this world, because you will need to have left the world for you to avoid those ones. He said, but because this person is living in falsehood. An unbeliever is an unbeliever. He knows he's an unbeliever. He's not hiding it. It's a different thing. But this one is a brother. Is a sister. And Paul said, if you find one that this one is living in immorality, he said, if you're eating and he put his hand in the food, don't eat again. Remove your hand. That's how deadly, that how evil that thing called sin of immorality is. One of the most enslaving sin, habitual sins, is that sin. People never easily come out of it when they venture into it. One sin that can becloud your perception, destroy your reason, your wisdom, thwart your view about things, is that sin. Very deadly thing. You don't see people in it in church, among us, among our leaders, among our ministers, and keep quiet, and you're laughing over it. Lift your voice and give God Jesus praise. Father, we thank you in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay, so we can start our main service.